All right, students, on behalf of Mr. Morrell not ragging me too hard for not covering this, this is just going to be a very short activity, but I feel like you need to know just a little bit about one of the most historic battles of World War II. So in the winter of 1944, Hitler is pretty much, and the Nazi army is against the rails, and they're making a last push attempt, and they're going to throw everything they've got at the Ardennes Mountains region of southern Belgium. So in this area right here is where we're targeting. Remember, this is a rough area. This is a mountainous region, and Germany is going to throw everything they got right here. There is a pretty much defined line down through here between Allied and Axis forces. Okay, so in the winter, in December of 1944, Germany's going to have a surprise attack right here. They're going to throw everything they've got. What this creates is a huge bulge in this area. You see where Belgium kind of cuts out here and here? There was a huge bulge appears in the Allied lines. It goes down through and then way out. And I'm going to put a map of the Battle of the Bulge in your activity here with just a couple of questions in a video so that you know what the Battle of the Bulge was. I know you've heard the term before, so I wanted you to know exactly what it was. So just a short thing there. What happens is it really shows the grit and determination of the Allied forces, but they wanted this war to be over. And the American forces that were stationed in this area were very poorly equipped to fight again against the advanced German army in a terrible winter of 1944. There was sub-zero temperatures, and the men didn't have gloves, and they didn't have proper attire and to stay warm. There were hundreds, maybe thousands of men that froze to death in this winter. So it really kind of shows their determination. Now, the cold weather hurt them, but it also kind of slowed the German advance. And this is where General George C. Patton with the Third Army makes their famous run across Europe to come send aid to the struggling Allied forces. And they eventually push Germany back across over into Belgium and back into Germany by early 1945. And then, as you know, as by doing the timeline, that it all comes unwound in mid 1945 for the Nazi army. So there's the Battle of the Bulge, and also I have a video for you and a map to look at, a couple of questions, and that should cover get you good information there on the Battle of the Bulge. If you have any more questions, you know how to get a hold of me.